The widespread protests and arrests in London recently are rooted in a controversial British government decision. The government has designated the pro-Palestinian group Palestine Action as a terrorist organization. In response, thousands took to the streets, and police carried out extensive arrests. Details of the protests. The protests were a direct reaction to the government's action against Palestine Action, a group known for its direct action campaigns against what it calls the British arms trade with Israel. 1. Banning of Palestine Action in July. The British Parliament, using the Terrorism Act 2000, officially banned Palestine Action. This new law makes it an offense to be a member of, support, or publicly advocate for the group's activities. The maximum penalty for such an offense is 14 years in prison. The protesters argue that this ban is an attack on democratic rights and freedom of expression. 2. Government's rationale. Asterisk. The British government's decision was based on what it calls the destructive activities of Palestine Action. In June, members of the group allegedly entered a British airbase in Oxfordshire and caused extensive damage to 2 Airbus tanker aircraft by throwing red paint and striking them with rods. The group claims these planes are used to refuel Israeli warplanes. The government has stated that such actions pose a threat to national and public security. 3. Protesters' demands. Demonstrators argue that the ban is a severe violation of their right to freedom of speech, asterisk, and peaceful assembly. They maintain that Palestine activities are not terrorism, but a legitimate form of protest against Israel's military operations in Gaza. They believe the government is trying to suppress this movement because of its lack of support for Palestinians. 4. Police crackdown. The Metropolitan Police arrested at least 466 people during the protests. Protesters have accused the police of using excessive force against peaceful demonstrators. Many protesters deliberately chose to be arrested by holding up signs, aiming to highlight what they see as the ineffectiveness and anti-democratic nature of the controversial law. 5. Reaction from human rights groups and politicians. Human rights organization. Amnesty International UK condemned the mass arrests, stating that arresting people for peacefully holding signs violates international commitments to freedom of expression. Several politicians, including Labour MP John McDonnell, have also criticized the arrests, calling them contrary to democratic rights. In short, these protests are not just about the ban on one organization. They reflect a deeper debate about freedom of expression, the right to protest, and the British government's stance on the Israeli-Palestinian conflict.